Independent Congressman Representative Justin Amash says he would vote to approve articles of impeachment so long as they were drafted properly. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Mike Black.
And I'm Connor Board. Meanwhile, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is accusing House Democrats of intimidation and bullying. Today, he tweeted that State Department officials are being bullied by House Dems because they were disposed of in the Ukraine inquiry. Late last week, 3 House committees subpoenaed Pompeo over his failure to produce documents related to Ukraine. Fox News correspondent Mark Meredith has more on the impeachment inquiry process.
Impeachment begins in the House of Representatives, where a member can introduce a resolution to impeach a federal official they suspect may be responsible for treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors.
It has all of the trappings of a trial. However, it's not in a courtroom.
Alan Barron served as special impeachment counsel to Congress. He says impeachment is not only rare, but often confusing, long, and partisan.
It is a political process. Everybody involved in this is political.
Impeachment proceedings traditionally play out in the House Judiciary Committee, where members can hold hearings to investigate the charges, but experts say don't expect things to move quickly.
I don't think anybody really knows how long it will take them to do an investigation.
If the committee approves the articles of impeachment, it moves to the House floor, where a simple majority's approval is needed to pass.
The House Committee on the Judiciary will come to order.
If approved, the action moves to the Senate. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell was asked today what would happen if President Trump is impeached.
I would have no choice but to take it up. How long you're on it is a whole different matter, but I would have no choice but to take it up, based on a Senate rule on impeachment.
During a Senate trial, senators become the jury. The Supreme Court's Chief Justice becomes the judge, but convictions do not come easy.
In the Senate, it calls for a 2/3 majority for guilt.
If senators fail to convict, the federal official keeps their job, but if convicted, he or she would be removed from office, something that has never happened to a president before.
Only 2 presidents have ever been impeached by the House, President Andrew Johnson in 1868 and Bill Clinton in 1998. Both men were later acquitted by the Senate and remained in office. In Washington, Mark Meredith, Fox News.